Everywhere you go right now, the iPhone 15 to the iPhone 15 Pro Max is sold out everywhere. You cannot buy the iPhone 15 Pro Max, or you cannot even buy an iPhone 15 on its release date or beyond. In fact, if you have a look at the times here, some models are even extending out right into around about mid-November time. But the big question is, why has this happened? Why can't we get ourselves on, say, a natural coloured iPhone 15 Pro Max until around mid-November? And when you think about that, that's about almost 2 months away. Well, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you why this is the case. Why has basically Apple made a big kind of bugger up, as we say here in the UK, of why you cannot get your hands on an iPhone 15 Pro Max almost instantly right now. Now, the first reason is all to do with actual demand. Now, Apple quite rightly actually thought for themselves that basically, as you may have known, in the world right now, we've got a bit of an economical kind of crisis going on. People are not being paid as much as the cost of living is going up, and Apple decided that basically they probably didn't need to build as many models to actually kind of meet demand, because they thought the demand wasn't going to be that heavy on the iPhone 15 Pro Max this year. Because at the end of the day, other people are probably putting their money into bills and things like this. If you're living like in the UK like me, interest rates basically have gone skyrocketing for houses, and not only just this and for savings, that for even the cost of living on basic foods and also other items, basically inflation is going up around about over 10% every single month. What's absolutely crazy. With this, straight away, Apple thought that the demand, like I said, wasn't going to be that crazy for iPhone 15 models this year. And a lot of people, if they say had an older iPhone 14 model, older 13, 12, 11, and some of them even having, say, a 10S or 10R model, they actually thought that people would probably keep these for maybe another year or two before actually upgrading. What they didn't believe is that people who would have, say, an iPhone 13 Pro Max, or let's say even have a 14 model, would be upgrading this year to get themselves a brand new iPhone 15 model. So straight away, you can see, based on just a simple calculation, that Apple have made a mistake here, that they believe that because of their product and believe that how many people cannot afford the new iPhone, that people just wouldn't bite it and would not buy it. And maybe they might upgrade to an iPhone 15 maybe later in the year, just not at its release time. We've even had actually confirmation that this is also the case from Ming-Chi Kuo, as you can see here. He also believes that this is the same case, that Apple just didn't predict this right, that the demand would meet it. And we've had situations like this before, like with the PlayStation 5. People didn't believe that during the time of COVID, that people would be upgrading to new PlayStation 5 straight away on day one. And this is why we had all that scalping, all of those sort of things going on with the PlayStation 5 for around about a year or so, because no one could get their hands on it and there wasn't enough to meet demand. Then, for reason number 2, is all to do with the actual production of the iPhone 15s. Now, for many years, we've had stainless steel on the Pro models, and this year, Apple decided to actually switch us over to a brand new titanium design, as you can see here. But with this, obviously, there was last-minute changes to the titanium design and things like this, and Apple actually didn't get started on the iPhone 15 Pro Max actually until a couple of weeks ago in actually shipping and creating these actual devices ready to roll out for the release day. Again, based on reason number 1, Apple didn't believe that there was going to be such a big demand, so they didn't actually sort of ramp up those factories to start building the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro models. And in fact, as you can see here, looking here, the 15 Pro Max for the natural kind of colour, the natural titanium, you can see we're going to have to wait around about mid-November. But if you went for, say, like a sort of a blue colour here, you might get it a little bit quicker. But say if you opt for, say, a normal iPhone 15 or 15 Plus, you can see that you can probably get your model in October, basically a whole month earlier, because they didn't predict that there was going to be such a huge demand for the Pro models this year. And with that, they actually started the manufacturing a little bit later. And in my honest opinion, as I have said in the previous couple of videos, I did honestly think that Apple would do their announcement in September, that was last week, and then what would happen is that they would probably actually delay the launch for another couple of weeks for the actual Pro models. I actually believe the Pro models weren't going to be coming till at least sort of the first Friday of October, and then they might start rolling them out. And even the Pro Max, I even consider they might not roll them out to say the middle of October. But yeah, Apple have decided to roll them out on the 22nd of September, and that is why we have these huge delays right now that you're going to have to wait. With this also, the worst is also probably yet to come. in the sense that with those first few people who are getting themselves an iPhone 15 Pro Max or an iPhone 15, like I am on the release date, other people are going to see them, other reviews are going out right now, and more people are going to say, oh, I really want that new iPhone. And with that, those delays are probably going to push out. I'm actually going to say this right now, possible those delays that we're seeing now for November might even move into December time. It's absolutely crazy. And then this leads me on to reason number 3. As much as I just mentioned December, that is the main point here. A lot of people are going to be asking themselves, they want to treat themselves, as it were, before the kind of holiday season, Christmas sort of time. And, you know, there's lots of other sort of religions as well that have a lot of holidays between now and kind of sort of the end of the year. And with that, a lot of people will be wanting to buy their loved ones a new iPhone or even treat themselves to a new iPhone, because that does happen quite a lot too. And with this, demand is going to go up even higher. And again, this is something else, another reason why the demand is being pushed out so far. The new iPhone is new. Literally, that word, it's brand new right now. A lot of people don't want to go for an iPhone 15 new model come, say, June next year, for example, because they'll be going, oh, I might as well just wait for the iPhone 16, what comes out in September. I can manage another couple of months. And that's what starts to happen. And in fact, I even have that right now. I even have some of you people going, oh, I'm looking at the iPhone 15 models. I'll wait another year and let's see what better upgrades come with that model. And a lot of people do that too. But you've got to imagine, we've had a lot of people thinking that ever since the iPhone 12. They're going, no, I won't get a 14 or a 13. I'm going to wait a little bit longer and I'll get the 15. They saved up their money and they decided to actually buy themselves the actual iPhone right now, and the demand is even stronger than ever. And again, I think this is something that Apple probably didn't predict. For reason number 4, the next reason is actually to do with the price. Now, one thing what was absolute shocker to me and to a lot of other YouTubers and a lot of other forums and tech channels and all of this all out there was the price. Apple have actually managed to keep the price of their iPhones exactly the same now for about 5 years. And even though the iPhone 15 Pro Max is technically $100 more, it technically isn't. You're getting the 256GB model, and if you bought yourself an iPhone, let's say 13 Pro Max, 14 Pro Max, 12 Pro Max, even the 11 Pro Max, and you bought the 256GB model, it actually costs the same. It actually costs $1,199 for that model. So with this then, really, there's not really any kind of sort of prices changes or anything like that. And a lot of you guys out there even saying to me 128GB is not enough for my iPhone. I need to have 256GB at least. And I think Apple knew this with the iPhone 15 Pro Max users, for example. They knew this, so they made the minimum amount of storage 256GB, and this is why this model is so popular and why it's selling out so quickly, because the price has stayed the same. People are realizing they don't have to cash out so much more money, and again, the demand has gone up even higher. So with this, what can we conclude? Well, yep, the iPhone 15 is in high demand, but hopefully you can see here that probably around about sort of Christmas, the end of the new year, probably demand would die right down. And if you can just hang out a couple of months more, you'll probably be able to get yourself a brand new iPhone 15 model come, say, January, or maybe stepping into February time almost instantly. You'll be able to walk into a shop. Do you have an iPhone 15 model? Yes, we do. Here we go. And that will probably be the right time. But it is sad to see that Apple did underestimate this again. You know, we have had, I don't know, 17 different versions of the iPhone over these years. And you'd think by now they would have learned their lesson, that they should really crank up the design and crank up the sort of need demand. But at the same time as well, you've got to see their point of view that, say, for example, the phone was a bit of a flop. Let's take, for example, like the iPhone 12 mini and the 13 mini. Yes, they did sell, but they still had a lot left in the warehouse. Basically, Apple don't want to make that same mistake. So what they're doing is they make a good number of batches of iPhones to begin with, and then the second that the sort of demand sort of really starts pushing is they crank up the warehouse and they kind of look at those timescales like you can see right here, and then they kind of work out when they need to actually start slowing down the factories to kind of meet that demand to actually just give out an iPhone instantly. So like I said, I reckon this will probably be about January time when the actual time to be able to walk into the store and get one. But in the meantime, I do unfortunately have to say that you will probably have to queue up, wait to get yourself an iPhone 15 model if you want one. And if I would say anything, get one in the queue right now if possible. Because at the end of the day, like I said, with all these reviews coming out right now, it's going to go up even further, and I bet those delays are going to creep all the way to December too. But these are just honestly my own opinions, I'll also say that. But also on that note, guys, as well, it's time to wrap up this video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. And also as well, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.